come with me, and I walk this line. Please take my hand.
Sorry, I got into the music a little bit. I like this song. Okay, so what about it? What about the question that's on everybody's mind? Don't act like the question hasn't been on your mind. Sin Cara versus 619 Rey Mysterio. Now, it's got to happen sometime. You've got two masked luchadors. One with a storied history, and the other one, well, not much story since he won't say anything. You've got the charisma. You've got the pop and the awe of Rey Mysterio. Then you've got the charisma, the in-ring ability of Sin Cara. These two superstars have got to meet sometime, and I know WWE writers must be chomping at the bit to figure out how this is going to happen. All I'm saying is mask versus mask. Who wouldn't pay to see that? I'd pay to see it. Mask versus mask. Sin Cara versus Rey. One man talks, the other one doesn't. They both fly. I don't see why we can't have mask versus mask. Hey, did you notice something on Monday Night Raw? No, I mean, did you really notice something? Let me give you a hint. Did you notice a certain referee in the back? This referee used to be a part of a group called the FBI. Remember the FBI? The full-blooded Italians? Why is Nunzio a referee? It's just a question. Do with this segment what you want. I just had to ask. Why the heck is Nunzio a referee? Hey man, I'm not knocking him. Everybody's got to work. You got to eat somehow. And if Nunzio's going to get his meal ticket by counting to 3, I say more power to you. And you know what? Another great thing that happened on Monday Night Raw this week, as if you didn't know it, a certain hot Scotsman showed up for a good promo between Alex Riley and The Miz. What about that great promo this past Monday on Raw? It's Alex Riley and The Miz in the ring with Roddy Piper. And by the way, that thing where Piper was saying The Miz could be the next Roddy Piper, actually, the rumor I heard went something like this: The Miz could be the next Rock. I mean, look, the kid's got it on the stick. You can't deny that. That's undeniable. The Miz gets out there and absolutely owns on a stick. He gets in the ring. He's awesome. I mean, with the exception of that finishing move, the Russian leg sweep, the reverse Russian leg sweep, he's pretty awesome. But how about Alex Riley? WWE getting behind Alex Riley, writing for him, making sure that this youngster is built up in such a way that he's not overshadowed by The Miz's character. Some smart writing by the WWE staff. Now, stick to it. I'm not saying you got to make Riley the champion or anything. I'm just saying, don't totally shoot the kid down if you are going to make The Miz win. You can shoot him down and build him up too. Hey, if you're a talented writer, you know what I'm talking about. You know, I've been watching R-Truth for weeks. I've been listening to R-Truth for weeks. And one of the things that I've listened to R-Truth say week after week after week after week is Lil Jimmy. Lil Jimmy. Poor Lil Jimmy. See, Little Jimmy has been the brunt of R-Truth's promos week in and week out. And I gotta say, I'm not mad at R-Truth for talking about Lil Jimmy. If you're gonna have to use some sort of crutch some sort of gimmick, if you will, to get your story along, kids are perfect. Look at the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. When him and Virgil were passing out money to people, telling them if they did this or that, they would pay them a certain amount, it was a little kid that helped them along. There's a little kid that helped them along when he told that little kid, I can't remember if it was Wrestling Challenge or Superstars of Wrestling, if you dribble this ball 10 times in a row without missing a bounce, I'm going to give you X amount of dollars. Well, guess what? That promo is down in history as one of the greatest promos ever. So, kudos to R-Truth and Liv Jimmy, who's going to take R-Truth probably all the way to the top. Now, fans, if you're like me, you've been watching professional wrestling for a long time. One of my favorite things about professional wrestling is tag team competition. Problem is, the WWE has all but exiled tag team competition. Oh yeah. This is where the wrestlerant comes in to wrestlerant. Listen, WWE, professional wrestling is more than just singles competitors. It's tag team competitors. Give us back tag team wrestling. We miss it. We long for it. When I was watching Friday Night SmackDown, I saw something that I hadn't seen in a long time. A gelled together, formidable tag team. The Usos. The Usos went against Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater, a.k.a. Whitney, a.k.a. Bieber Jr., and did a great job in that ring. There's no reason why the Usos and other great tag teams shouldn't be showcased each and every week either on Raw or SmackDown. And what did you do with the Dude Busters, WWE? Dude! They were a tag team! Stop exiling tag teams. Bring them back. You're making tag team wrestling like you make the women's wrestling on your show. You want people to barely pay attention to it. We the fans who watch you demand tag team wrestling back. And that's all I'm going to say on that. And finally, fans, what about the Celtic Warrior Sheamus? Well, the Celtic Warrior Sheamus, he happens to be one of the hottest superstars in WWE. Yet, he's not getting anywhere. I mean, at first you had him at the top of the title picture, then you didn't. What are you doing with that great body of destruction? Sheamus needs to be paid attention to, not ignored. I mean, sure, he's got red hair and he looks like a jar of mayonnaise. The fella thing does get annoying, but it's his shtick. And we look forward to seeing Sheamus be dominant every week. Give it back to us. Give it back to Sheamus. Come on. He's not the worst thing that ever happened to you. I mean, it's not like he's Tyler Rex or anything. Oops, sorry. What I mean to say is, Sheamus is a great superstar who needs to be admired. Don't ignore him. Do something with him. And getting back to a subject that I just left, WWE, give us back tag teams. And if I have to ask you every week on wrestlerant, I'll do it. We miss tag teams. Stop denying tag teams like the Usos and give them a place in WWE viewership. Work on it. That's all I'm saying. Work on it. Well, fans, that's it for this edition of WrestleRant HD with your host, Angelo Demetrius. Fans, when we come back next week, I promise you, there's going to be a lot more to rant about. I promise you, this show is going to be off the hook. You better tune in to WrestleRant. Not only the fans, but you, WWE. You never know what this host might say. You never know what I might do. This is WrestleRant HD. Fans, don't forget to watch that pay-per-view Sunday. Capital Punishment looks like it's going to be a capital pay-per-view. For WrestleRant HD, I'm Angelo Demetrius saying, good.